there. Sorry about that. Trying to get my sound working. Not that I was expecting anybody to join in, but it's a little bit frustrating that it wasn't working correctly. All right, let's get this in the proper proportions. There we go. This is what I was printing last night. Get the headphone out of my ear because it's just working as an earplug now. So this is the first part of the special project. The reason it's different colors is I had some of the red left, and the blue isn't going to be the visible color, but it's going to be close enough to the visible color that if somebody can see through a gap or whatever, it won't be too off-putting. But this should not be visible. Whoops. But give you an idea of the size and quality of printing you can do. Had a little bit of a ripple there and there on the bottom, but again, this is a non-visible side, so it should be fine. Once you actually get somebody watching, I'll show it again. Let's see if anybody's watching on Rumble. All right, so refresh the screen so I can see the current stream. And so we've got one person watching. All righty. We'll get to where comments are up so I can see if somebody pops on. I can show them that again. So mostly for the replay crew. All righty. So I probably won't be that chatty until somebody's on, but this is an early morning stream for me, so I won't be surprised if I don't get a lot of people on. It's just a chance to get some decent braiding in when I'm nice, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. As in I've had my morning Provigil and caffeine. I haven't had breakfast yet. I'll probably do that right after I finish up the stream. So it kind of depends on how hungry I get, I guess, when I end it. And then I need to get some wood cut for the other projects I'm working on. And after that, I will start seeing about other things I can do. But I'm very pleased that the special project appears to be going well. I have one of the two colors I need already in hand. The other one is supposed to arrive today. Thank you, Amazon. I'll still need to get some M4x2 threaded rod for this project, and a board that'll work as a face for it. But once that's all done, I should be good to go. I'm expecting this project to take maybe a week and a half to print everything involved with it, just because most of the printing times are running like 7 to 10 hours. This one took about 10 hours to print. The printing job you're seeing now is estimated to take a little over 7 hours. And when people get on, if they want to see what the model looks like, I'll be happy to bring that up. And I think I'm going to, if anybody hops on, I'll do a poll to see if people want more Takadai braiding tonight, or if they would prefer a marudai stream, since it's been a little while since I've done one of those. I also need to get a decent amount of exercise in today. My foot's in relatively good shape at the moment. There we go. And I see the podiatrist for my heel on Friday. I'm not exactly looking forward to that, because my understanding is to get a decent fix on it is going to involve some minor surgery to remove the bone spurs, but I could be wrong on that. I just know it's a pain to walk on without the anti-inflammatory, and even with the anti-inflammatory, it is, if I have to stand at all for any period of time or walk, it just starts hurting right away. So it's not doing a decent job of being controlling the discomfort. And I'm getting some alerts, so let's see if those are anything important. Nope, just telling me that my streams are active. Okay. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, under 3 over 4. And 1, 2, 3 under the 4th, but over 4 on the top, and under 3 on the bottom. I realize this is probably just a little bit late for Pacific Rim people, but if anybody happens to pop in, be glad to see them. And people that are up early for Memorial Day here in the US. I'd like to think I'm a nice wake-up call. Or at least something that's fun with morning coffee. And 1, 2, 3, 4 under 3 over 4. And 1, 2, 3 under 4 over 4 on the top, and under 3 on the bottom. And 1, 2, 3 under 3. Come on, keep them separate. There we go. Over 4 on the top. And 1, 2, under 3, over 4 on the top, and under 3. Well, interestingly enough, apparently, over the last couple of days, I've earned like 6 cents on Rumble over like the last 3 days, which is more than I've earned before. More than I've earned before. So I've up to like 10 or 11 cents total earned on Rumble. I don't know how much I have to actually earn before they'll send me a payout, but I'm pretty sure it's at least probably $30 or more at a go. If anybody has suggestions for a decent video editing software where you can cut out a vertical aspect ratio out of another video, I would appreciate that because I would like to do that for my shorts. Okay, one more and then we'll do a coma slide. 2, 3 under 3 over 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4 under 3 over 4. And 1, 2, 3 under the 4th, over 4 on the top, under 3 on the bottom. Alrighty. Looks like we're still only at one person on Rumble, which may actually be me. I'm not sure how they count that. I am logged into Rumble, so you'd think they wouldn't count me, but I am not sure on that. Okay. I'm going to make an adjustment here so I can not have it fight the D-ring as I roll it up. There we go. Let's get that on the other side. There we go. That should keep that reasonably easy to roll up after that. Let's take a quick check at Rumble. Still only one person watching there. Okay. And one, two, three, under three, over four. I also need to stop off at like Staples and pick up the binder clips for the working stand. 3 over 4, under 3. One, two, 3, 4, under 3, over 4. Scoot back a little bit. And 1, 2, 3, under 4, under 4, over 4 on the top, under 3. And 1, 2, 3, under 3, over 4. And 1, 2, under 3, over 4, and under 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4, under 3, over 4. This one is not wanting to unroll. Let's go ahead and just reset the knot. Okay. Unrolling for one side, or undoing it in one direction makes it a tighter knot. The other one releases it. There we go. That's a little long, but it'll be okay. As the critical drinker says, it'll be fine. Speaking of which, he does some pretty decent movie reviews. The fact that he's a writer also informs his reviews as to what the structure that should be existing in good narratives. 1, 2, under 3, over 4, under 3. Speaking of writing and good narratives and things like that, I'd like to give a shout out to Larry Correa and Steve Diamond for their Writer's Dojo. I've been listening to it since it first came out. I think it's 2 or 3 years into their episodes, and I find their writing advice to be very useful. And having given a go at writing myself, though not very seriously, as in spending the actual amount of time necessary to develop the skills to be able to express myself in written word the way that it should be. I mean, to be very effective at it and enjoyable. I can definitely see that if I do decide to spend the time necessary, that will be a great benefit to me, and I'd probably wind up going through and re-listening to a lot of the episodes to refresh myself on their discussions. I also like the fact that they say, these are, there's no actual rule that you can come up with that you can't point to somebody who has broken it and succeeded. But then again, you're not necessarily that person. But just be aware that a lot of what is out there for writing advice says these are the rules, you have to follow them. Sometimes no, and sometimes, oh, good Lord, no. Those are horrible advice. I especially like when they do, bad writing advice from Twitter and Facebook. And it's useful for like knowing how to deal with the business side, what is useful. I mean, what tends to work for self-publishing, what you need to do to be able to present yourself as a reasonable I wouldn't say gamble, but a reasonable risk for a publishing house to where they're willing to invest the time, effort, and money to put you out there as a writer. That's more than just how good of a writer you are or how good of a story you tell. As in, very few publishing houses are going to be interested in a unpublished writer who comes to them and says, hi, this is my first book in a 23-book epic series that I'll be writing like a book every 3 years on, and I want like a $3 million advance. That's just not going to work. Oh, hey, we've got a viewer. Welcome, welcome. And they went away. Sorry about that. I realize you came for the braiding and weren't expecting writing advice. And 1, 2, 3, over 4, under 3. And you weren't expecting writing advice mixed with braiding and video of 3D printing. And 1, 2, 3, under 3, over 4. And 1, 2, under 3, over 4, under 3. Just a quick look. Some of these are getting pretty close to being ready to hit the liters. All right. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, under 3, over 4. And 1, 2, 3, under 3, over 4, under 3. Now I seem to be making some pretty good progress here. We've been going 22 minutes, had one view for 43 seconds on YouTube, and may or maybe not a viewer on Rumble. So are there any other platforms I should be streaming to? I'm not a Twitch partner, so I'm wondering if I could simul-stream to them. I know if you become a Twitch partner, you can't simul-stream, but have to look into that. And 1, 2, 3, 4, under 3, over 4. Hey, we got another viewer back. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Jen, nice to see you on. Good morning. Hope it's a wonderful morning for you. It's doing pretty good for me so far. I seem to actually be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Though I was up way too late waiting for the filament to run out on my previous print. So finally, I just went ahead and cut it off, let the filament sensor tell me it was out, and loaded up the new filament and finished out the print. I knew it was going to run out, and I was planning on it, but it just was taking so long. Let me go ahead and quickly show you what I was printing last night. This is part of that odometer mechanism. This is the base. It doesn't matter that it's two-color because the this part will not be visible once it's assembled. But just giving you an idea of the size involved, this took about 10 hours to print, roughly. All right, one more, and it's time for a coma slide. 1, 2, 3. So on the agenda today is to trim the wood at least to length for the signs and the working stand. Whoops, I have missed something. That does not look right there. So let's put this back and see where I made my mistake. I'm guessing, no, okay, that's right. And 1, 2. Okay, apparently I did one too many on the bottom there. So, and 1, 2, 3, 4, under 3, over 4. Let's see if that was the right one. Not exactly. It's mostly back. Alrighty. Interesting. Apparently, somewhere along the way, I did this one out of order. So let's go ahead and, oh, that's why I did that. Okay, that makes sense. Get that one back down there. Okay, purple, purple. And this one probably needs to be redone as well. Let's see. Okay, that looks like it's at the right spot. Okay, so 1, 2. Okay, so yep. Do this one next. And 1, 2, 3, under 4, over 4, under 3. Pass that one on through to the top. And then I'm ready to start on the other side. We have color symmetry again. And 1. And I jumped one over. There we go. All right. 1, 2, 3, under 3, over 4. Go. And 1, 2, under 3, over 4, under 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4, under 3, over 4. And pass that on through. And 1, 2, 3, under 4, over 4, under 3. The 3D printing that's going on in the background is the gear mechanism, or the gears for the mechanism. They should take about 7 hours to print, so they're not going to get too far along in here, but at least the blue shows up really well in the printer webcam feed. And 1, 2, 3. Oh, I looked at my Rumble stats last night, and apparently in the last 3 or so days, I've made about 6 cents, which is almost 50% more than my entire Rumble earnings prior to that point. So apparently more people are starting to watch me on Rumble, which is nice. Though nobody's chatting yet. And wondering whether or not I should try and start streaming to Twitch or any other platforms. I'll have to look into it. But apparently cross-pollination really helps for that type of stuff. And 1, 2, 3, under 4, over 4, under 3. And there we go. Let's do a comma slide. And a bit more on the take-up reel. Actually need pretty good grip strength to do that. It's not as much weight as the pickup braids, but the cotton floss provides more drag than the silk does, so it takes a little bit more to overcome that. And 1, 2, under 3, over 4, under 3. Another thing I like about braids like this is since I don't have to wind up with them hanging down a lot longer than normal because I'm not having to have them long enough for the outer rail as well as the inner rail, is I'm able to be a little smoother in my pass-throughs where they're not tangled all the time. And when I look at that on video, especially from other angles, it looks, at least to me, kind of magical as far as getting the having it pass through. Kind of looks like my receiving hand has a magnet on it. It's just flying for it. Now, of course, I can't do that all the time. And sometimes I miss, sometimes it's tangled, sometimes it hits the shed on the way through. But when I can do it, it's a nice effect that I really like watching. 1, 2, under 3, over 4, under 3. Yep, hit it right there. Try and be fancy and you flub up. So it's just a matter of keeping at it until it's just kind of a natural movement. You don't really have to think about it. You're not trying to be flashy. It just works out. Let's see that one jump the pan a little bit. Let's fix that. And hey, we're up to 2 people. Morning's picking up. Let's see. Whoops. I have to do the one on top. 1, 2, 3, under 4, over 4, under 3. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, under 3, over 4. And 1, 2, under 3, over 4, under 3. And 1, 2, 3, under 4. Nope. It's the first one on here, so over 4, under 3 on the bottom, over 4 on the top. Pass that on through. And 1, 2, 3, under the 4th, over 4 on the top, under 3 on the bottom, and there we go. And 1, 2, 3, under 3, over 4. Oh, great. My wife is cooking downstairs, and it's smelling wonderful, so my stomach is starting to rumble. Oh, Jen, before you popped on, I was giving a shout out to the Writer Dojo that's put on by Larry Correa and Steve Diamond. They are both successful authors. Larry Correa's urban fantasy, epic fantasy, 20s noir fantasy, and Steve Diamond is mainly a horror writer. And they've been putting on a podcast called The Writer Dojo for a couple of years now. And it's basically writing advice, just kind of giving people an idea of what's expected in the industry as far as like self-publishing, publishing houses and the like, and things that tend to work, things that tend not to. They usually mention that, these are not hard, fast rules. If you can do it well, you can break the rules, and pretty much any of the rules that are out there that you've heard about, they can usually point to somebody who has broken them and was successful in it. But they also point out that in most cases, you aren't that person, and you may not have the skill level yet to do that, but to be aware that, it can be done, and look at the ones that have and see what's involved with that. But they also tend to occasionally have some humorous episodes where they look on Facebook and Twitter for bad writing advice, and go over that and explain, while it's not exactly a rule, if you tend to do those things, you'll usually not wind up where you want to be. And let's see. Yep. Just making sure where I am. There's that long one I did. I think if this keeps up, I might actually end early because it really smells good. Though I am having fun doing braiding. And yes, I did get both sides done. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, under 3, over 4. Yeah, the podcasts tend to run about 45 minutes or so, and it's just audio, no video. But you can get it on YouTube. You can get it on a bunch of different podcast systems. They originally went out on Anchor, which I think is now part of Spotify. And they also answer supporters' questions, and sometimes non-supporters' questions if they're pretty decent. Okay, that felt weird. Have some 1, 2, 3, under 3, over 4 with the last one. Okay, just a little bit more resistance than I would expect. But it looks like everything's moving right. I'll make sure I made the right moves. I don't have any that don't have tension on them. So 1, 2, under 3, over 4, under 3. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, under 3, over 4. This week's going to be a short 3-day week for me. 30 hours on the clock, 8 hours holiday pay. And I am going to, like I said, I'm going to try and stream tonight, though I might do a marudai stream instead of a Takadai stream, just for some variation. And I'll probably do my usual Tuesday and Thursday night streams. I'm hoping that Ian gets his braid pretty soon, because I'd like to see him open it up on stream. He's got a pretty good idea of what was involved with making it, because he was, following all the updates and whatnot. So it would be nice to see what he thinks of it. Not that I'm expecting him to be, rude at all, but I have no problem taking constructive criticism, because I like to improve my art. I like it to be better, each one to be better than the last one. I like to be able to look at it and not cringe by going, oh my God, those are all mistakes. But one of my art teachers very early on was able to get through to me that a lot of the stuff that you see as mistakes can just be seen as artistic choice and not seen as a mistake by other people that view it, unless they're like, very skilled in the art themselves and they know what you were trying for and how you didn't quite reach it. But yeah, I'm usually okay. Look at my stuff, even if there are things that I would consider mistakes, as long as it's not like an obvious thing, like the one I made in the Maker's Mark on the Ian's braid. So yeah, I know I've got some mistakes in there. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, under 3, over 4. And 1, 2, sorry, burping there. There we go. And it's time for the third coma slide of the stream. And I realize they're not really on stream for that. If you'd rather see the braiding as opposed to the 3D printing, let me know. I'll be happy to switch over. Oh, Mr. Chat here. Yep, I'm aware of that. That's why I was kind of making the commentary I was about Ian is not going to say anything like that. But I also need to finish up the little bit of redesign on Rob's braid. So I've got cartwheeling robots, as opposed to just repeated standing in one direction. 2, 3, which shouldn't take that long. Actually, that might be, oops, add one jump a pin. That might be a fun thing to do for the stream tonight, is do video of me updating the Rob's braid and then jumping onto this. I think I can do that as long as I don't kill the stream. I think I can actually, yeah, I can test that out ahead of time, because I should be able to join StreamYard from my main work computer downstairs, and then join it from the streaming laptop up here, verify that they're both up and running and showing concurrent backrooms, that it's all the same feed, and then just go ahead and remove me from the one downstairs, come upstairs and join the one up here. That should actually work pretty well. Okay. But it's something I can test ahead of time, so I'll have to try that. See how that works. All right. 1, 2, under 3, over 4, under 3. One, 2, 3, 4, under 3, over 4. Yeah, the stuff my wife is cooking is for a memorial picnic at park today. So that's why I'm smelling onions in it. My brain was thinking omelet, but it's probably a something for a lunch. Okay, we're good to go for the next one. And 1, 2, under 3, over 4, under 3. Pass that on through. And 1, 2, 3, 4, under 3, over 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4, over 4, under 3. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, under 3, over 4. Gotta get around each thread bundle and not up through it. Splitting them does not help anybody in this process. And 1, 2, 3, 4, under 3, over 4 on the top. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and under the 4th, over 4 on the top, and under 3. It's weird. YouTube Studio shows 1 person viewing, and StreamYard says 2 people are. And since, as near as I can tell, StreamYard does not pick up Rumble viewers, just kind of wondering how that goes. And 1, 2, under 3, over 4, under 3. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, under 3, over 4. Maybe it'll sound better if I do it that way. A 1, a 2, a 3 and a half, over 4, under 3. Because I do hope people watch this down the road and use this to learn how to do these types of braids. Okay. Well, Studio and the front end are, I guess, just not really talking well to each other. And 1, and 2, and 3, under 3, over 4. And a 1, and 2 and a half, over 4, under 3. And a 1, under and over, and a 1, under and over, and a 1, under and over, and a half, over 4, under 3. I just did that one wrong. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 under 3 over 4. Focusing on what I was going to say, and I didn't pay attention to the fact that I was saying it at the wrong time. Let's try this again now. And under over 1, under over 2, under over 3, under a half, over 4, under 3. Let's get that single one on top right side of that line. There we go. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, under 3, over 4. And a 1, and a 2, and a half, over 4, under 3. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, under 3, over 4. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a half, over 4, under 3. I think that's a little better mnemonic than what I've been using. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, under 3, over 4. Oops, looks like I had one jump pin there. There we go. And a 1, and a 2, and a half, over 4, under 3. All right, this one also jumped. There we go. And a 1, and a 2, and 3, and 4, under 3, over 4. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a half, over 4, under 3. There we go. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, under 3, over 4. And a 1, and a 2, and a half, over 3, over 4. Oops, that one jumped pin somewhere along the way. There we go. Under 3. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, under 3, over 4. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3 and a half, over 4, under 3. And it's time for another coma slide. And a bit of roll. And we'll take a bring up. There we go. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, under 3, over 4. And a 1, and a 2, and a half, over 4, under 3. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and 4, under 3, over 4. and a 1 and a 2 and a 3.5 over 4 under 3. And a 1 and a 2 and a 3 under 3 over 4. And a 1 and a 2.5 over 4 under 3. And a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 under 3 over 4. And a 1 and a 2 and a 3.5 over 4 under 3. And a 1 and a 2 and a 3 under 3. That's one here. Still jump the pin. And a 1 and a 2 and a 3 under 3 over 4. Yeah, I think I need to have a set a 6-pin instead of 9-pin coma the next time I make this braid, so that I have an easier time reaching through the threads. And a 1. Oops. Let's slow down between. Doesn't want to slide properly. There we go. And 1 and 2.5 over 4 under 3. There we go. And 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 under 3 over 4. And a 1 and a 2 and a 3.5 over 4 under 3. There we go. All right, well, it's been about an hour, and I'm definitely still hungry. So I'll go ahead and try and get a stream set up by around lunchtime today, so you know what time it's going to be tonight. If anybody has any things before I end, let's go ahead and go over that. And I'll do one more quick show of this. Let's see if I can't get a decent resolution so you can see the print quality on the top. We need print quality on the side. There we go. Print quality on the bottom. Let's see. The texture is cats. There we go. Texture is kind of from the bed material that it's on. It's a little bit pebbled. So, ooh, we just jumped up to 4 people. Okay, well, if people are joining, I'm happy to stay on longer. All right, let's see. And we just lost somebody. Oh, well. But yeah, if anybody else is on, we can put it a bit more. But please speak up. If not, we'll go ahead and end it then. I'll do like one more just to see if anybody else has anything to say on it. And 1, 2, 3 under 3 over 4. And 1, 2.5 over 4 under 3. And 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 under 3 over 4. And it's always under 3 and always over 4. and a 1 and a 2 and a 3.5 over 4 under 3. All right. Well, I appreciate them jumping on. Nobody chimed in, so let me take a quick look and see if anybody has anything to say on Rumble. Nope, no Rumble rants. So 2 people are watching over there. Again, I should have another stream that's probably going to start at 7 p.m. Eastern time tonight. I'm probably going to try and do a little bit of design work on the custom braid Takadai designer to get Rob's braid ready to run. And then I'll jump over to either on the Takadai up here or a marudai braid. So, all right. Thanks, everybody, for joining in this morning. Hope you had a nice start to your day. And we'll see you in the evening. Stay safe and happy braiding.